a little bit of a different setting. We're going to try this going forward because we're able to stream live on Facebook and Instagram. So more platforms for more fun. Today, I'm going to be walking you through some brand new product that has dropped today. We've got some online exclusives a little bit, but mostly annual catalogs. So if you haven't seen that annual catalog, this will be a little bit of a sneak peek for you. And it always makes a difference, I think, to see product in video life instead of just a flat photo. So that's what we like to do here. I am going to just dive right in and share some new product with you. If you have questions, please drop them in the comments because Abby is here with me and she can pass questions my way. All right, let's start with some of the suites that I just did not want you to miss from the annual catalog. Let's start with the Boho Vibes suite. This comes with a few different things, but I'm going to start with the bundle. This is the Sunshine Vibes. This rainbow piece can be layered, and you have so many different options in here for this one. I like that bold, bright look, and then when you add the Designer Series paper to it, it's just that much cooler. It adds just a whole different dimension. Now, these might be your colors, they might not be your colors, but I think that they are amazing. Let me get this set over here. Okay, so I will flip through these Designer Series, the stack, I guess I should say, and the patterns that come with it. So you've kind of got this curvature going on this 6x6 piece. You've got a more generic pattern on the background. Again, some of these arches on this piece right here. And then the pattern. Okay. I mean, I'm loving, loving, loving this pattern stack for all of the different vibes. You can tell that there's like a neutral background and then there's a more bright and colorful tone. Look at that one. I love that one. But I love the color combo here. So if you're looking for color combos, this is a great one to choose from. If you want to change it up and use more of these neutral colors, then that's an option as well. But I love, love, love these vibes. Got kind of a stripe and then another neutral. So you can see what that Designer Series paper looks like front to back as you fan these out. I think it makes a difference when you can see them that way. But that's not all. You've got some of these dots. Now these are really cute because they are a little bit more flat backed. They pop up just a little bit, but not too much. And of course the colors coordinate with the suite, which is awesome. Okay, let me show you some samples made with this suite. So we've got some little tags. 1 second. Got some little tags up here. Look how cute these are. And then we've got a little card here. All those different parts of the Designer Series paper kind of layered on there. And then DSP there. And then this is one of my favorites. Just that there's a little window sheet under there. I don't know if you can see that shine. And then those pieces layered on top. So you could put even some shakers in there as well. But just a beautiful, beautiful card. But you can change up the colors. If these colors aren't your thing, totally fine. You can change those up.
Amy says those colors are growing on her. And Michelle says she can't wait to get the bundle. It's on her wish list.
Oh, I love it. I love that you're loving these. And this was actually one of like my #1 picks from the annual catalog. So I love to hear that it's one of your favorites too, or that the colors are growing on you. So whether you like the colors in the DSP or not, the bundle is still just as amazing. I would love to see the color combos you come up with this bundle because I think the sky is the limit. No pun intended. All right, so let's jump into the Floral Impressions suite. I'm going to start with, I've got all this stuff here. Okay, let me set this aside. Hold on. All right, so we've got the bundle. This one's really fun because you've got these really cool oblong shapes that go with this, so you can have some frames for your card making, scrapbooking, paper crafting. And then you've got some detail pieces and some texture pieces, which is going to be really, really fun. I'll show you what that looks like on a card. But we've got Impressions Abloom that go together. So really beautiful florals. I know sometimes we get sick of florals, but man, you love your florals. And so this is going to be a great addition to your collection, especially because you've got the ovals, these little oblong pieces. I don't know what the right name for that shape is, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'm going to set that over here. We've also got some fun designer series paper that goes with this one. I'm going to show that to you first. So really bright florals. I love kind of the color spectrum happening on this one. Kind of a yellow on that side. Beautiful, beautiful florals. Got the hero on this side, and then the subtle colors on the back. Look at that one, just so pretty. Look at that one all together. Again, this is 12 by 12. So you've got some other color options to work with. The designer series paper. But that's not all. Got an embossing folder. Actually, maybe I'll show this to you here so that you can see what that looks like. Kind of those hanging florals, or like a vine almost. And I might have a sample of what that looks like, so give me just a second. And then we've got some other options. You've got these foil frames. So you can use, let me show you what this looks like. So you've got like double. So you've got the gold frame, but then you also have the inside as well. So it's like a two for one, but you've got the frame part. There we go, sorry, my bad. So you've got the frame part here, and then the label part right there that you can use, and then you've also got this outline piece if you really wanted to get crazy with it. So these are going to be beautiful accents to your projects. And then of course we've got some gems that you're going to love. This one's actually really sparkly and fun. It's like an iridescent inside there, so those facets are really gonna shine in the right light. You can see some glitter in there, so those are really beautiful. Let's see, let me show you some of those samples. Some samples from, look at this sample right here. So you can see kind of that background, but then some layers that have been popped up. Like this card is just a labor of love, I feel like. But you had me at the pop for the greeting as well. But look at how beautiful that looks. Inspired by that color spectrum look on the designer series paper. Here's another one of those cards that shows what the detailed pieces look like on the florals, and then the embossing folder on the back of that card.
Susan was asking how you would use some of those busier patterns. I think that first sample was a good example, but do you have any other ideas?
I like to use busy patterns on the back side of my cards, or just as little accents, maybe even little flags. So, or if I'm doing a 4-step card, I don't mind the busy pieces, right? So a 4-step card for me is just the card base, designer series paper, a sentiment, and some bling. And so a lot of these designer series papers, I feel like lend themselves to a really beautiful background on a card, and let them shine, let that pattern shine, and then a little sentiment, and then some bling. So a 4-step card is awesome for those hero pages. And then the flip side is just a place for your eye to rest. And so have some fun with the big, bold, bright patterns. They can stand on their own, or if you're worried about them overtaking a project, then I think you can use them in small bits here and there just to accent some color the way that you'd like to. I hope that makes sense and answers your question. Great question, by the way. All right, let's jump into, might need to grab a drink. Okay, let's talk about some of the bundles. So this one is the More Messages bundle. I'll show you the card in just a second. But this one, you've got some really cool kind of generic shapes. So though they'll work with this particular set. I love them on their own. And so buy them in the bundle or not. It's great to have this particular, these words that work with this piece. But this, of course, can be used all on its own. So it's not a tight fit around the words, which makes it kind of nice and a little bit more versatile to use, I think. So I'll show you this card. There we go. Kind of a mix and match of those different shapes. Kind of cool texture on the back. Love that one. Okay, this one might be my favorite. This is like my number one pick for sure. This is the Party Dies alphabet and banners. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. These are going to replace like my old alphabet that I've saved for forever, years. And this will be my new go-to. I've actually made a couple of projects with this already because I got my hands on it. And then I just think the variation in banner size is going to be amazing going forward. So this is my number one pick from the book. And I think you're going to love it as well. It is an investment. Trust me. It is an investment. It's going to be worth it. You will use this all the time. It will be a go-to product for you. Let me, excuse me.
Michelle says she thinks that it's a lot of our number one picks as well. It's a popular one.
I love that you love it as well. Goodness, I've got like a frog in my throat. All right. So there's a fun card, kind of the banners on the outside. And we've got an actual banner that I will fan out here. Can you see this one? Or I'm going to have to hold it up. This one says surprise. Here, maybe I'll hold it up. What do you think about this one? Pretty cool, right? So you've got some different layered banner pieces, some of the florals. It is, excuse me, beautiful. All right, we'll set this one aside and then jump into the next one. This is Extraordinary Flora. Now this one's got an added bonus. You're going to have to stick with me. It's not going away. There's something in my throat. Okay. So this is beautiful all on its own. So the dies line up with the stamp set. But then there's more because you've got some washi that goes with it. So coordinates. This is the bundle. Something you're going to love. You're going to love coloring your own florals. So sorry. But then
we're just live. It's
I
just
know
part of
it's
being
fine.
live. Yeah,
It's fine. I am live. But this is going to be really fun to use too. Something a little bit different. So you can use this on cardstock with the dies and they'll cut out. Or you can just put the tape directly on a plate and then peel it back so that you can cut out that floral. Sounds like I'm getting emotional about this. I am. They're that good. Okay, so let me show you what this might look like cut out. So this is just on cardstock. You can use those florals this way. Or you can use it to peel up the florals here. Goodness. Okay, well, awesome. Sarah's losing her voice today. But I have more to show you. So hang in there with me.
Cindy had a question about the banner, how the paper was secured on the back of the banner.
Let's see. Paper on the back of the banner.
I think it's just double-sided because she used DSP.
Yeah, DSP, and then you've got some dimensionals on the letters. So the cream pieces on this right here are on with dimensionals, and then the letters are dimensionals as well. Beautiful though, right? Okay. Let's talk stamp sets. We've got Layered Thoughts, which you have me at hello. I mean, I love anything that has words. And this one is super cute. So love that stamp set. Let's talk about Simple Congrats. Like just congrats. This one is a must-have. And it's so cute because it's bold and bright and fun. And you can take this in elegant slant as well. Okay, let's talk about Along These Lines. This is such a fun one. This is like a blind contour type of art style. I might have a love relationship with this one because my husband does some of these kinds of art styles. And so I have some of this kind of art in my house, actually. So these are just really cute and fun to use. It's just a different style that will add to your paper crafting projects. Okay, let's talk about some rub-ons. Who's excited about that? Like, how many years has it been since we've had rub-ons? So we've got like gold and silver, and then you just kind of peel them off the sheet and rub them on. Does that make sense? Burnish them on. I actually haven't tried them yet, so I'm excited to play with those a little bit. Here's a sample of what that might look like. This is a silver one. Just some different metallics, different than embossing, but similar look and feel to that. Kind of fun. I am so excited about all these new products. Can you tell? Like, I'm so excited about the big pile of goodies here. And there's more. I didn't share with you everything, so be sure to take a look on the website and see all of the fun new products that are available today and that have gone live today. Goodness, and thank you for your patience as I sit here and like have something in my throat and muddle my way through. Love it when we're live and that happens. Anyway, I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Abby, any other questions I can help answer?
We don't have any other questions. Some people say the rub-ons look like they're heat embossed, but you don't have the mess and they're easy. They're excited that they're back. A lot of comments coming in about the rub-ons.
Okay, rub-ons are going to be a winner. I haven't tried them yet, so you'll have to let me know when you get them if they're easy to use. I imagine a bone folder is going to be the best option in terms of application. So let's have some fun with those. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Please feel free to share this video with those that might be looking forward to the new products. All right, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Just do what you love.